hurrah for our railway train, puffing along with might and main, blowing his whistle and chugging up hills, rounding the bends and the curves how it thrills, huffing and a-puffing and a-whistling again. We love Puffing Billy, our fussy old train. The children love riding with my train and me. As soon as we start they shout with glee, come hurry up Billy and get underway. We've all come to travel on your train today, so whistle and a puff and a rattle along. We join you singing your old engine song.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another broadcast of Chicago Junction from the John DeVito Broadcast Center on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network on Wednesday, December the 13th. Oh, December the 13th, year 2023. Today the panel will be talking about railroads and model railroads. And to start our broadcast, here's our announcer, Mr. Brian.
Well, thank you, John. Yes, we're going to go on an amazing journey in our wonderful world of trains. We're going to finish out this year and hopefully be back next year. But I am Brian Ballou. I am a rail enthusiast, ex-railroader, and belong to too many clubs. And also do Operation Lifesaver, and I'll stop right there. To my right, I have Mr. Dave.
Dave DeRuska, former locomotive engineers for a number of railroads, currently happily retired, and vice president again of the Black Hawk chapter of the National Railway Historical Society. Also, the Grand Poobah of Chicago Railroad History Month, which the 175th anniversary took place this year in October, and it was a fizzle.
Yes, it was. I called a radio station about it.
You did?
You know, gave them the information, and they're going, oh.
Yeah, right.
And I'm going, yeah, you know, first train gets in here, you guys complain about it, so.
What radio station did you call?
WGN.
Okay, well, everybody got press releases, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I sent it out to all the media. Said, hey, you know, here it is. Here's our website. Come check it out. See what it's all about. 175 years, nothing to sneeze at.
I mean, even the History Museum didn't do crap.
Oh, God. Those people
They've
are
got
worthless.
the engine.
They're worthless. They have other issues to deal with. They have other things that they want to promote, you know. And I won't go into it deeply because I'm a little bitter about it. But
well, it's just, you know, it's just like the Science and Industry Museum. How many of the real artifacts are disappearing from there?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, they still got the Zephyr.
Well, yeah, they buried that. That's
well, it was rotting outside. It's good they buried it.
Yeah. Well, they spent what, $5 million restoring it.
Yeah. Well, now it's an interactive exhibit. You can go in and see what it's really like.
They took all the animatronic stuff too in there, which is a shame.
Oh, they did take it off?
Mm-hmm. No more talking donkey.
God, what's the world coming to if we don't have talking donkeys? Donkey.
All you got to do is go turn on Congress. There's always a bunch of jackasses there talking.
And in front of me is...
My name is Tim. Another rail enthusiast like Brian. Yeah. All right, let's get going with our little shindig.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at this fabulous book, The Art of David Tutwiler.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's how it's pronounced?
Yep.
Really impressive stuff, boy. Ooh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Should have had him do the Railroad History Month poster.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Mitch did a good job.
Yeah, he did. He really did do it.
They're both very good artists, the two of them.
Yeah. I don't know David. I know Mitch very well, and he's quite the character.
Yeah, I had first met Dave when he did a show up at the Grumman.
Nice place.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're ever up in Milwaukee, definitely check out the Groman. It's a museum.
It's part of the mechanical engineering school.
Yeah, Milwaukee, was it MSI or something? That's the initials.
But some of the stuff, some of the pictures of industry through the years,
Yeah.
it is quite impressive.
I joined a Facebook group, steel making, and most of the people on the group are retired people from steel mills, and they're very interesting, talking about the process of making steel and how dangerous it is.
Yeah.
You see this video of something that they're extruding suddenly going crazy and whipping around the mill like spaghetti.
Oh, my dad used to originally he worked for a wire company,
Oh, okay.
Triangle Conduct Cable, in Jersey, and he got nailed. You take the wire and then you throw it down another hole. Well, apparently it slipped out and hit him right here. It went right through.
Ooh.
And all the heat. It was a white hot wire.
Wow. Yeah.
It did conduct the heat quite well.
So what's going on in railroad world?
Well, let's see. The Brightline actually got the $3 billion to lay the 250 miles of track from L.A. to Vegas.
Wow.
They somehow it slipped away from California's hands.
Well, it was federal money, right?
Well, yeah, but Dianne Feinstein's still there.
Is she still in Congress? I thought she retired.
Well, she might have, but that doesn't mean she doesn't know.
Yeah, well, Amtrak got money too.
Yep, and
they're promising to run more trains to more places. I think we've heard that before.
yeah, but the thing is,
Might be a
all
bus
the people
that takes them someplace and not the train. Never know.
Well, that's just it. How many of the people have they bought back? They still are hurting. There's a lot of people they haven't called back from furlough.
Well, it's Amtrak?
Yeah. Amtrak was complaining. They're calling back all the young people so they don't have to pay the big bonus.
Yeah, right.
And
You think the young people found better employment?
probably some of them did.
Yeah, working at Starbucks, that's really it's really a plus. Yeah, I think they're gonna spend more money on Union Station too. It's gonna be beautiful. I wonder if they're gonna build a concourse back.
That would be nice.
They're gonna do something. I think they have some plan to do a concourse to alleviate the basement warren that passengers pass through. Although it's a great place to get food. I used to eat there on break all the time.
That's true. It had a couple good restaurants.
Yeah. Grab McDonald's in the morning on the way to work, and of course that's when I was working in the office.
Mm-hmm.
And once I went back to the trains, it was no more. Let's see. Oh, and Metro's running their Christmas trains. They got in the spirit this year. Isn't that nice?
What are they running this weekend?
I think they've been running them every day.
They've been running them every day since like the week of Thanksgiving.
I think they've got, I don't know, one train decorated and lights on it, and I think there might be one on the electric district.
Yeah, one on the electric, and there's like one full train, I think, like you said, that's fully decorated, lit up on the outside. Right. And then there's like several locomotives that are decorated, lighted up fully.
Ooh. Yeah, I was watching, I don't know if I was watching the news or looking at a news item on the internet, and the news item said the South Shore is decorating their trains, and it was an electric district train. The media, what do they know?
They know how to instill fear into us.
Yeah, right. The bomb trains. Here come the bomb trains. Gonna wipe you off the map.
We're gonna get 6 inches of snow. Reality is, you only get an inch.
Yeah, I always love the live coverage of the blizzards. You know, they'll have the reporter out there, and one flake comes down, 2 flakes come down. We're sitting here waiting for something terrible to happen.
The world's gonna end. It's gonna end with snow.
So I did a Christmas program for the Blackhawk chapter. I've got software that I can copy videos off of YouTube. So and then save them as MPEG files and play them back. And I have an editing software program. I can edit all the stuff together. So I put together a rather amusing program.
Did you have Walter Claus?
No. The one I really wanted to use, unfortunately, the person who recorded it off the TV. And the audio was poor, but it was the Simpsons episode where Homer goes to beat a train at the crossing. Gets across, and then he gets hit by an Amtrak train. And the car's being shoved down the tracks. And the kids go, "What do we do, Dad?" He goes, "Well, let's just go to sleep." So they go to sleep. They wake up, and Homer's not in the car. Where's Dad? He crawls back into the car. He went to the cafe car. He's got breakfast for everybody. And then he's like, "Well, I talked to the engineer, and he told me he's got a way to get us off for the front of the train." Next thing you know, the engineer's got a big long pole, and he pushes the car off the front, rolls down the embankment.
Jeez.
Then I did was Mr. Burns and Smithers are in a business car at the hind end of a train, right? And they're trying to play pool. And the balls are rolling around on the table. Burnsy's over there trying to get them. All of a sudden, slam, the brakes come on, all the balls roll into one pocket. And Smithers goes, "Good job, sir." And he goes, Why did we stop? And there's a couch on the tracks. And the crew, everybody's on the ground looking at the couch trying to figure out what to do.
Well, if you got rid of the baggage car, all you guys go carry it up and throw it in the baggage car.
You can't beat The Simpsons for good humor.
Nope.
That is true. As long as they've been on, almost
Yeah.
as bad as SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh,
That's another one.
big news there. SpongeBob SquarePants is involved with the Super Bowl this year.
Huh.
They're having a duplicate broadcast of the Super Bowl with SpongeBob, and it's geared for the family. So I posted a notice on Facebook. I said, SpongeBob SquarePants and the Super Bowl. We can't figure out which cartoon is better. Only in America, folks. Only in America.
Oh, yes. Love it. Oh. Well, let's see. Amtrak's getting coaches built
Yeah.
and testing them at the same time. Yes, they are testing them.
Whatever happened to the Chinese operation that was building cars for the CTA? Did they ever finish that plant? Are they
No.
building cars? No.
I have no idea.
Huh. I think somebody was worried that they had all kinds of spy equipment in there. Get on the train and it reads your phone.
Oh, that's the that's part of the Korean contract.
What are the Koreans doing now?
Well, you're related. You know, part of the Korean contract is they'll have the microphones and everything, listening devices.
Oh. It was Chinese. I'm not going to blame the Koreans for this.
Oh no. See,
The North Koreans?
yeah,
Oh,
they work hand in hand.
right.
They get some of the work from the Chinese.
Yeah, little fat guy.
Yeah. And his fat little sister.
Yeah, I have a satellite and I can see everything on all over the world now.
Oh, Bitey can figure out how to use that.
Oh my Lord.
So be careful when you buy coat hooks on Amazon.
Oh, now coat hooks are.
Yeah, they come with cameras.
Jeez. Yeah. Go in a hotel room. Make
No,
sure you
yeah.
check for all the cameras and
I
they're
don't
recording
know.
you.
I don't know if this is, if the manufacturer is recording people or if they're selling it to people who want to record people. How come there's so many coat hooks in the bathroom? Every place I go, I can't find a coat hook, and I come here and it's all full of coat hooks.
Oh.
Strange stuff.
Believe it or not.
Well, I'll tell you what. We've had a hell of a year,
Yes, we have.
and next year promising to see just as mind-boggling as the last.
Well, the good news is the stock market closed today at its highest point ever because the Federal Reserve or whoever, the Fed, said that they're not going to raise interest rates. So now they're saying that things are going to be better next year.
I'll see it when I believe it.
Until little Kim shoots a missile at us.
There you go.
Or Pootie shoots one at the Ukraine.
And let's see. Next year, Godzilla is his 70th birthday.
Yeah, and I guess the new Godzilla movie is going gangbusters.
Yes, it is. Went and saw it.
Did you?
Yeah, when they did the one night preview.
How many buildings?
Had to do a lot of reading. Yeah, it was not. It translated it. And you had to have subtitles.
No,
Gotcha.
where the mouths move and one word comes out.
Instead of just having subtitles, they should have just gave you a sheet of paper when you walked into the movie and just says, "Here you go. This is all the lines in the English for you. You read it."
Well, yeah, but we said it was good, and they used, they kept good to the way of it. The music was all the original music.
Did Raymond Burr show up?
No. They kept that's why we had the subtitles.
Did they have at least one white guy in the movie, or was it all Japanese? Because the old Godzillas, they always had, Nick Adams and
yeah.
Did they have SpongeBob SquarePants?
No, they didn't have him yet.
Well, I must say, this is an amazing book, this Tutwiler book.
Yes.
He is proficient. I mean, he must paint a lot.
It was like, what, 70? It was $78.
The book.
Yeah, the soft cover. There is the hardcover version.
Yeah. Really, really pretty.
And the stories are really good reading. Like he was talking about Don Ball with a couple of the paintings that he did for. And during the last one, just after he finished it, is when Ball died.
Oh, wow.
And Ball was only 47 at the time. And that was just after he had everything moved for Steamtown into Scranton.
I wonder if he's ever done a presentation for the photography and art group.
I don't know.
In Wisconsin. I missed the last couple of their annual events. I find myself, you go to these things and they have presentations pretty much all day, lunch, and then I would be falling asleep at the last presentations. It was like, okay, I think I've seen enough railroad photographs to last me a lifetime.
And for those that are interested with some of the photography and everything, the videographer Greg Scholl passed away a couple days ago.
Very cool.
From Cincinnati.
I recognize the name.
Yeah. He
Did he had his own production company?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a great guy. I've lost 4 friends down in Cincinnati this year in the last couple months.
Got to be a tough town.
Yeah, I get it. Hey, Bengals are winning. What the heck?
Okay.
And Navy couldn't give me one win for my birthday.
Yeah. They tried.
That was this is the 4th year in a row they lost to them. Yeah, you're right. They try.
Hey.
But well, I think it's about time we wrap this up.
Oh, yeah, already?
Well, hey, it's 7:30.
Well, we're an hour show.
Yeah, we are.
You didn't bring anything in about steam locomotives? Nothing?
Well, let's see. The UP Big Boy's going to be traveling next year.
Yeah.
Basically, Chicago's going to be the first major stop.
Wow.
Coming out. Well, they're doing what they call the Four Corner tour. So they'll take up, swing into Chicago, and then when they leave, they're going to be heading for Texas, California, up to Oregon, and then back to Cheyenne.
They're ignoring the East Coast, eh?
They don't own trackage there
Oh,
yet.
well, they've got better locomotives out east, anyways.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, they're going to do that, so... And, yes, it's supposed to be on display again.
Yeah.
So we'll probably do it at West Chicago.
West Chicago.
And let's see.
Who's building what these days? Who's rebuilding what these days?
Let's see.
I know the K4 is being worked on, 1361.
Yeah, that thing has so many parts being replaced.
It's the K4 to the second power.
I think it's the fourth power right now.
Oh, okay.
That's on that bad.
Well, the British do the same thing.
Yeah. But yeah, they but finally getting a cosmetic workover and hopefully some body work will be the 2101. They've had it sitting out in the yard, rusting away.
For a long time.
Yes. And the thing is, there was one GG1 they had there, and they pulled it out of the museum. Oh, it's not associated with B&O. And it's 4876. The one that pulled the Colonial into Washington,
Mm-hmm.
where it went through the basement floor.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, it's the only one to try to destroy Washington Terminal.
Darn New Haven cars.
But yeah, that's starting to get a look at.
No good train movies out. Although I see, what was the one with Denzel Washington?
Oh, Unstoppable.
Unstoppable. It's on TV now.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody can see what it's all about, what railroading really is.
Yeah. Only to Hollywood it is like that.
Yeah, well, it's based on a true story.
Yep. Crazy Eights incident.
They had what was it? The Last Train to Busan.
Yeah.
And apparently they have an English version of it. So you don't have to listen to all the Korean.
Oh, God.
But that is, if you haven't seen it, it's a Korean zombie movie. That's what it is. The train comes down, it's being attacked by all these zombies. And they're walking through this tunnel to get to the other side. And they have this company of soldiers all set to shoot anybody coming out of the tunnel. And then the lady, for some reason, decides to sing a little bit so she doesn't get shot. There was another bullet train movie. There was one with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yes, it was.
That was a hoot.
It really, I enjoyed that one. But they made another one and took place in California. And they start. Remember way back when the disaster on the coastline?
Oh yeah.
Where the guy locked himself in a terror-proof cab. Oh, be a terrorist.
Yeah. Then there's this any Steven Seagal train movie.
Oh yeah.
Was that Dark Territory? Is that what it was called?
Dark Territory. And then you had anyway. They had this one, and yes, trying to take over the train. The engineer jumps out and gets pulled out when she throws her parachute open. Yeah, apparently they had like their own little moonroof in the cab of the locomotive, and it looks exactly like a bullet train.
Blow the canopy. I'm out of here.
I had to buy it. Don't know why. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
Yeah. Then there's Atomic Train.
Oh yeah.
I don't know which movie it was. I found it on YouTube, and I copied it down. But they're trying to stop the train for some reason. So one of the crew members goes back to the engine room while on the outside, opens up the doors, and he's pulling fuses out. Thinking, which fuse was that?
Pulling the fuses in.
Yeah. Oh, and then he falls off. When he pulls the fuse, there's a gigantic electrical arc.
Surge.
And he falls off the train, or he's hanging on by the railing.
For those
Reality never gets in the way of Hollywood.
That's right. You know, you hear something good, let us know.
So what? We're running out of things to say here.
Yeah.
Well, then it'll be a short program.
Yeah.
Maybe if Kanyuk shows up, he can liven this up.
Probably. We'll let them listen to this.
Kids can wait.
Yeah, we're going to think it's going to be time for us to come into the station.
And my wife will be thrilled. I'll be home early.
You have been listening to Chicago Junction on the Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network from the John DeVita Broadcast Center on Wednesday, December the 13th, the year 2023. Chicago Junction was produced and directed by John DeVita, and a special thanks to the associated producer of Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network, Mr. John Shikanda. On behalf of the entire staff of Windy City Hometown Entertainment Network, I want to wish each and every one of my listeners a very Merry, Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. And let's hope next year is a better year for health, economy, and the whole 9 yards. Thank you for listening, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.